normal high school teacher that acts like a good guy during the day, but at night he rapes girls that people call in to rape. Yeah,
Oh, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not. I'm laughing because I'm shocked.
And let's just say she eats the hot dog while she's unconscious until the—
What? The worst hentai to ever exist?
Today we're going to be watching the lowest rated hentai ever created, and it'll get worse and worse until we reach our final show, which will be a hentai so bad it will make your eyes bleed. Starting with number 5, we got the hentai
final boss
called Like Mother Like Daughter. Now,
alright.
Just like the title, this hentai is completely the anime starts out normal with it looking like a normal family, but it focuses more on the wife, and she feels unfulfilled sexually because her husband is always working. That's until the grandpa overhears her.
Hit me up. Hit me up. I got some. I'm not that busy yet. Was that Aura?
Talking to herself about how she feels, and the grandpa starts to grape her, and everyone watching this right now should rate the subscribe button and click that.
Okay. That's not what I should do to the subscribe button. Like that's just no.
Right now, when
it's
the
click
husband
though.
walks in, her reasoning for cheating and leaving him devastated is because she wanted some cock. And instead of leaving and divorcing her, the dad just joins in.
What? Wait, bro. What? Wait, bro. Wait. What? What are we? Wait. What? Bro. I was about to say, what show is this? Nah, I don't need to know the show.
This hentai, bro. And the hentai continues until the son and the daughter both join in. Until the—
What the fudge? I was about to say, what does that have to do with daughters? What?
The whole family is just f***ing each other. And the number 4 spot, we got the—
What did that? And then why is this one called The Grape Man, bro? What the fuck?
The Grape Man. Now, I've already made a video about this before, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. And if you're wondering where that video is, YouTube deleted that shit.
Oh,
so if you want a way to just support me when YouTube's trying to delete my channel, you can go ahead and join my Patreon. And if you don't give a f about me or the channel, you can join for the uncensored recaps for only $1 a month. But anyways, The Grape Man is about a normal high school teacher that acts like a good guy during the day, but at night he rapes girls that people call in to rape. Yeah, my man.
Oh, that's not funny. 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 But people are calling out hits. All right, my fault. I'm laughing because I'm shocked. I'm laughing because I'm shocked, bro. I'm laughing in shock. I'm laughing in shock.
Batman's basically Batman, but instead of helping people and destroying bad guys, he rapes innocent girls and leaves them scarred. But hey, at least his costume is fire though. Number 3, 60 Sailor Soldiers. Alright, so this
this one looked tough.
Cafe, and while taking out the trash, he sees this girl fall over.
When
she goes to check on her, the girl that's dying on the ground gives her this eyeball thing. On the way home on the train, this fat Discord mod starts touching up on her. That's when she clicks the eyeball and it turns her into this soldier. When seeing this, everyone in the train all thinks it looks so good, so they all start touching her now. She gets scared because, you know, the bitch is getting groped. So she flies out of the train thanks to her new eyeball superpowers. She flies straight into her window at her home. That's when she sees her brother straight jacking his shit. He gets mad.
What is going on in these henties, bro? I'm not gonna lie, I think I've seen better plots in Overwatch 2. Not Overwatch 2. Yeah! Yo, if you've seen my other videos, I told you do not screenshot my photos in this. This is an offline recording. Anyway, I meant to say Overwatch porn, but I never watched that before.
Madden says he can't believe he just came to his sister and tells her to never wear that cosplay again. After this, she takes a shower and someone knocks on her door. It's her ugly, brother. Disgusting manager telling her to try on this new outfit that he made for her. And when she tries that schmidt on, it does not fit her. And bro, you can see everything, bro. The cocoa melons are popping out. And right as she realizes it doesn't fit her, the manager busts down the door and starts having his way with her. Her brother sees this and—
Bro, is there any consent in hentai, bro? Like any consent at all? Hello? Is there any consent going on in here?
And tries to save her, but the manager one taps his ass.
Is that his dick? What did he hit him with? Is he Luffy or is that his dick? Bro, what am I looking at?
His ass, and she starts flying away to get away. She was too slow though, because the manager eventually catches up to her and releases his demon inside of her.
I'm sorry for pausing so much. I seen a comment. If you're in my comments talking about me pausing, how about I pause your life? That was nasty, bro. I'm sorry.
But in the end, a bunch of the co-workers are also soldiers for some reason. And working together, they defeat the manager. And that's pretty much the whole story. I know that shit was horrible, bruh. But trust me, it gets so much worse. Moving into our number 2 spot, we have Tales of Titillation. Now, this show's a lot different because each episode has 3 stories in it. Wait, and the first story starts with this businessman that's running to catch the train because he's about to be late for work. Luckily, he gets on last second. And when he gets on, he sees this high school girl sitting next to him. After some time, she falls asleep on my man's shoulder, but something scares him. He realizes that his fly is unzipped. So he's like, oh shit, I gotta zip that shit up, bruh. But boom, as soon as he's about to, the falls over onto his zip while she's asleep. And any normal person in this situation is waking her up and telling her to move real quick. But my man just does nothing until he gets hard.
Bro, okay. I want you, and I'm sorry for pausing again. I want you to sit there and think about this. Your fly is open. A little girl falls on your lap. Let's say you do what he just said. You take her off of you and you zip up your zipper. That's gonna look insane. That's gonna look ridiculous. Yo, I'm sorry, that's gonna look wild.
And let's just say she eats the hot dog while she's unconscious until the cream gets into her mouth. And when she finally wakes up, she never realizes what happened. And it cuts to my man leaving the train and he's just in heaven. After work, basically the same thing happens to him again with a different girl. And
why are people falling asleep around this human being, bro? What the fudge is going on, dude?
The story ends with some special sauce dripping down her mouth. And that might have sounded crazy to you, but don't get too comfortable because this next story is way more It starts out with this fat getting out of work, and he says he saved up money for the past 6 months and hasn't gone to any prostitutes. But while he's walking home, all of the models try to tempt him to smash, but my man doesn't budge until he sees this high schooler selling matches. And he's
Japan. I've watched a lot of Baddie Hub. I've watched many Baddie Hub scenes and all types of things, and every time it's consensual. Not one time have we seen consent being used in any of these scenarios. What the fudge is going on? Oh, no, sorry. Every single time there are little kids. I've never seen no Chris Paul. So why is every single one of these a child is involved?
sees someone trips her. So being the gentleman Discord mod he is, this shit brings him to tears. He helps her up and she says if someone doesn't buy her matches, her uncle will hurt her. Being saddened by this, the fat f buys all of her matches.
What does he call fat fucks?
$10 each. And bro, you gotta realize this anime was made in the 1980s, so this is before inflation and schmidt like that. So he's like, what the fuck, bro? Why is it so much money? But she assures him they're special matches. And she brings him to this dark alleyway and she takes off all of her clothes. And every time he lights the match, it makes a light so he can see her whole entire naked body. They quickly run out, so he's like, let me buy the whole box. And my man starts straight beating his schmidt. And my man straight stroking until all the matches are gone. And she's just about to leave until he tells her that he'll give her all of his savings. She agrees and he takes off all of his clothes in the winter and lights all of his clothes on fire just to see her naked. After he lets out another load, she leaves and he has to roam around the city unclothed, which alerts all of the pedestrians and even kids. And damn bruh, so much for saving that money. My man wasted it all on the first day. Concluding the story of the first episode is this nurse that gets called in to help this body bodybuilder patient because no one is able to help him. She finds out what he needs and it's just a shot. She tries to inject him, but every time she tries, he flexes, which breaks the needle. This goes on for some time with her trying.
Hey, Snooze, you gonna commentate about this guy being the pure definition of what they would call back in the day a hard, like, bro, what am I, what?
A bunch of different ways to inject him until she thinks of something genius. If she makes my man horny, he will let his guard down. So she does just that and it works. So she injects it into his dick, calls it a day. Now for our final show in the number
That was not number
1 spot in the worst rated hentai of all time, Sui no Sora, rated a 2 out of 10. And if you're wondering what this hentai is
Wait, so you're telling me the lowest rated is 2? There's no 1 out of 10s or 0 out of 10s?
about, I actually have no idea. This shit was trash. And when you actually focus on the show's story, it makes no sense. The synopsis of this hentai says after a student dies, the school falls into madness. I mean, bro, what kind of story is that? And look at this animation. It looks like this shit was made on MS Paint. In this clip, they repeated the same clip in the exact audio on loop for like 2 minutes. If any of you know a worse hentai than this, please tell me in the comment.
Okay, see, that was just ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, I just wanted to go on my box to see what we had. I'm sorry.